Gordon's got the ground game. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Melvin Gordon, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and our home team. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full...
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
It's caught. It's Miller. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And an alley to run. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Offense.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Here are the starters defensively for the Chargers. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
On third down, Murray. Screenplay, Johnson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Complete. It's Johnson. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
They do not score, fellas. They do not score.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gay's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
Let's go.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a 5th-round pick in the 2019 draft out of North Dakota State. It's Easton Stick.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Shift. Watch the shift. Big river.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And the offensive starters here for Los Angeles.
I have to admit, I've rather enjoyed watching Melvin Gordon's improvement as he's developed as an NFL player, because it started for me in college. Every year he was in school, he would add something extra to his game. First year, he knew how to run. He wanted to add pass receiving to his game. The next year, he wanted to add pass protection to his game. Did all of that. That turned him into a first-rounder, and now a front-line NFL back.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Chandler Jones had a nice run in New England, but I think he's found a real home in Arizona with their pressure package and their ability to utilize him in various ways. Standing up as an outside linebacker, he can come off the edge or loop inside in pass rush. And they can also put his hand down on the ground in pass rush situations and let him try and win against offensive tackles.
The open man is Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Let's go one more.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Shedding through the defense. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Stick from the gun. He completes it to Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
On is the Chargers punter now. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. From the 44, Murray. And his throw here's incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the gun on third down, Murray. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
1st and 10, Stick. And caught by Henry. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Stick back to pass. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Stick. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Murray now on first down. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. Murray fighting, lost the football, and picked up by the Chargers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Tight end right. We got 4.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. He's got Smith here. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. This is Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Stick. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Murray. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Stick, complete. Smith has it. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. A shotgun throw for Stick.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Here's Stick looking to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
49.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Everyone's got 4.
Here's Murray from midfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Come on, fellas.
The Charger offense making their way back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Here's Johnson. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
All right, D. Let's go. All right, D.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Check 55, Mike.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 16, Murray, and incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now from Murray. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll run it with Johnson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. To Johnson again. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight ahead power, and they got it done.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's David Johnson who provides the capper as he scores on the touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Melvin Gordon and the Chargers ready for their next possession. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
He was looking for Mike Williams that time. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. That throw into the arms of Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check, 43. Oh, here we go. Oh.
They run on 2nd down with Adams. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Stick looks to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. That one good for 37 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Ryan Izzo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it, because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Stick from the gun. The open man is Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Josh Adams, the running back, his intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Stick going to throw deep for the end zone, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Stick to throw once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's got this down to the 35.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. 1st and 10, Stick. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but and get away for a gain.
Stick back to pass. This will be caught at about the 6. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So that one will be accepted. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They're going to look to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Adams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different?
True.
You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory.
Come on now.
A big run there by Johnson. 57 yards.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
I know you feel that.
Watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
Ball start. Offense.
Easy.
Come on, set. Third end. Wide, get wide. Mike 57.
Watch the pass.
Yeah, baby, boom.
His kick is good. Makes the score Cardinals 20, Chargers 6. The Chargers take over first.
We got this.
Their own 29-yard line.
60 out long. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Let's go. Down. 50. Play.
Check. Tight right. Tight right. Tight right. Solo out there.
Down.
Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
Holding. Offense.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Gator.
Check 13.
Hit it.
Stick on the keeper.
Ready, ready.
Jay Swearinger
30
on
base.
the tackle.
Check. 43.
Brings up third down.
Who that?
Head up.
That's it, baby. That's it.
To Josh Adams. A gain of 15 yards. Brings up fourth down. The Cardinals take
Come on, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
their own 8-yard line.
Hey. Watch the ass.
David Johnson. Jerry Tillery
Mike.
stop.
Mike 57.
No
I'm
gain
coming
on
after
the
you.
play.
I'm coming after
Second
you.
and 10 at the 8-yard line. David Johnson, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 13-yard line.
Big hit.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. It is third down. Murray's pass. Complete to
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
a gain of 11 on the play. And the Cardinals first down.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
David Johnson.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and
Watch
11
it.
at the 24-yard line.
This is eggs out.
Murray's pass. Complete to David Johnson.
Mike
He
5.
steps out of
Oh,
bounds
get him.
behind the line
Get
of
him.
scrimmage.
Get him.
Murray's pass.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Arizona.
Here we go. Here we go.
Check. Watch twist. Last stop. Last stop.
Ready. 50 for ours.
Check. 55 to Mike.
And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Murray's pass. Intended for Andy Isabella.
I know he ain't got it.
It's third down. And 9.
It's coming.
Murray's pass.
Big boys came out to play. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more coming.
The Chargers take over.
Let's go.
first
Let's do
and
this.
10. At
Come
their
on,
own
set.
20-yard line.
60 or.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Shoot.
Sticks pass. Intended for
Hey,
Hunter
TJ.
Henry. Incomplete.
Double tight, guys. Double
Brings
tight.
up
Three
second
down.
and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Get it.
Hot.
Sticks pass.
That's where you belong.
Complete to Mike Williams. A 2-yard loss brings up third down and 12.
70. Indy.
Oh, yeah. And
Get up.
again. Here we go again.
5.
Blitz!
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready? Ready,
Number 80.
you felt that one.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 10 at the 33-yard line. Melvin Gordon on the carry.
Here we go.
Tackled by Robert Indici.
That's
Third and 5.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Chargers.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Come on, fellas. It's a gain of 21 yards.
Hand over.
That's another Chargers.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it
First
together.
and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
With the score Cardinals 20, Chargers 6.
Set. 90 Wolf. Watch the slant. Strong left. Strong left. Strong. Go. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. 3 down. All day.
14 more yards.
60 out ball. Coming to you. Go.
First and 10 at the 22-yard
They're
line.
not there, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Sticks.
Go.
Intended for Hunter Henry.
I got tripped this side.
He was
We got
covered by
3. We
DJ
got 3.
Storinger.
Let's go. 58 to the mic. 58 to the mic. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Brings up second and 4.
And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Easton Stick, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Murray now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Murray going to throw.
Watch time. Tight end right, tight end. Four down, check, four down.
Murray's pass complete to Max Williams.
57's Mike 57. Don't say nothing.
And the Cardinals first down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Casey Hayward with a sack on the well-timed corner blitz. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. To throw, it's Murray underneath for Johnson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Stick. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A 3rd down gain of 19.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Let's go. Let's go now. 8, read. Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. And caught by Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They'll run again with Adams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, it's Stick. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this.
Holding offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Murray now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief.
Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Again, it's Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw. 20. He completes it to Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Kimdichie in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Cardinals, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home